All right, so Interview with the Vampires, Season 2, Episode 7, I could not prevent it.
I could not prevent it. I could not prevent it.
I have a lot of thoughts, but the main thing that I want to get out, I feel so passionate about, and this is full spoilers. If you ain't seen it, please watch the episode, then come back. When we're on the trial, and it is discovered that Madeline gets the death penalty, Claudia gets the death penalty, and then Louis gets banishment. Armand doing the do and saving Louis, chef's kiss, kudos, shout out to him. But the thing that frustrates me is that Claudia has been playing second fiddle to all these relationships, well, both these relationships, and it's pissing me off. And it's not even because I love Claudia and I love the depiction that both Bailey and Delaney gave the character. Because I think that even if I did not have the emotional connection to that character, I would feel the same way because it's just injustice. Delaney and Bailey, as Claudia, have been saying since the fledglingness, the transformation, that you are picking other people over her. And it's not her fault she wasn't asked to be made. I made the example that Louis, though I love him down, feels like a single parent who keeps getting into relationships and choosing his partner over his child. And there's a lot of like suspension of belief and a lot of like leaps and bounds you maybe have to make because their situation is one for one, beat for beat, exactly the same. These are fantastical paranormal creatures who have immense power and live forever. And so like, yeah, she's probably like a 30-year-old woman in the quote unquote body of a 14-year-old girl, but we have to still keep in mind the way that the vampire world works is the whole reason that they're in this trial to begin with. And my gripe right now is with Armand. I know he was caught between a rock and a hard place. I will not ignore that. This entire season, Louis and Claudia has been giving him hell. But though at this point in time, I'm not a fan of Armand, when he gave his reasoning that like he could not save her, Claudia, and he had to save Louis, like it took all his energy and power and effort to change the minds of the humans and make them suggest banishment over death.
He saved you.
It took all my strength.
You saved Louis,
Yes.
but not her.
I could not prevent it. I could not prevent it.
I can accept that because you love Louis, he's your companion, what have you. But what I can't accept about that is that you could have done that with Claudia. Now, when his answer was, oh, I couldn't save her, or I could not prevent it, or whatever, okay, fine. But had he have said something to the effect of, because of the order that Santiago was sentencing these folks to death, he couldn't, for two reasons, change the minds of the humans for Claudia, because one, that's a lot of strength, it's a lot of power. He was tired after, and he wouldn't have had any strength for Louis. Secondly, that maybe, I couldn't do it because Santiago and the rest of the coven would have known what I was doing, and they would have stopped me from doing it a second time, thus sentencing Louis to death. Like, for me, and this isn't a critique of the show. This is me thinking in continuity, just mad at the character. So it's not like the show did a poor job. No, it's not that. I'm just like, your reasoning is shit. Like, you didn't like Claudia. Lestat didn't like Claudia. Bruce did not like Claudia. Like, she's surrounded around all these people, and all she ever wanted was just to have a freaking community. It's like, or have a regular freaking life. And the closest you can get to that is being in community with others. I don't know, it's a whole mess. And then even the thing with Lestat on this fake trial, like, well, I don't believe or trust anybody. I love Louis down, and I still don't trust him either. I am very frustrated So I'm so frustrated, and it's because this show has given me something that other shows have not in quite some time. This is a damn good show, and they are whooping my butt emotionally to the point where I actually started this episode Sunday night. Got 5 minutes in, and I was like, you know what? I'm not in an emotional headspace to even watch this. Turned that right off and just turned it back on Monday morning and watched then, because I couldn't do it. So it's still fuck Armand. I'm going to give you this last episode of season 2 to see like what can he do or say to turn this around. But I love in the preview that Louis gets this pyrokinetic ability and he's about to burn it down.
Yes! You knew he would be fine, and he was fine.
No!
He wasn't fine. I watched him clutch the air. I saw him swinging wild as he fell through the clouds.
I will say Sam Reid is killing it as Lestat. I hate Lestat with all of my heart, but Sam Reid is doing what he needs to do to bring that character to life. And I guess I'll end on this. The thing that I do love about this show is that even though I have my favorites and people ship different characters and this is a different interpretation from the books and the movies and whatnot, everybody is flawed. Like, I love Louis down, but I recognize that he is a problem. He has a problem, and this downfall of Claudia and Madeline is he's partly to blame. Though we can put a lot of it on the stop, because even though you may have said, Louis, let's not do this, and he said, please, let's do this, you did it. And also you never like went over these bylaws with these people. Like the way that they were presented to Claudia in the initiation were these are the 5 laws of vampirism. When Lestat did what he did, I'm going to give him grace, because it's like, why would he think he would be in a situation where now you have to turn a minor? And then it's such an intense, rapid situation because she's on fire and she could die. It's like, okay, we can't do this because of X, Y, and Z. And not to say that Louis' answer would have changed if he knew each of the 5 bylaws, because I think a lot of his desperation in turning Claudia came down on him, his guilt, and like the racial component. But like all that aside, I still blame Lestat for a lot of this. But again, to wrap this up, nobody is without flaws. Nobody is without responsibility in this situation. There's a lot of people who need to take accountability. And even though I hate Armand down, I feel like his presence here shows that he's either done something or is actively doing something as like penance for his part in all of this. Because like y'all still together. But I don't know. I'm looking forward to the next episode. Let me know what you guys think. Are you Team Claudia? Are you sad and frustrated and upset? Are you Team Lestat? Are you like whatever? Just what were your thoughts on I cannot save her, but I could save you, Louis? All right.
I now know all your faces. If there is an afterlife, I'm gonna come back and fucking kill all of you. And if there isn't an afterlife, I'm still gonna find a way.
Bailiff!